Gotta be a little more delicate. What's going on, everyone? Mellow Hodge here, Mellow Squad. How y'all been? What's going on with y'all? Been a while. Consistency is such a thing with me sometimes, especially with the ADHD that I have. All right, so yeah, this is a sneaker update video. If y'all seen the title or bother looking at it, you would know that I just picked up some shoes that may be more meaningful, or the most meaningful sneaker in my sneaker collection. All right, I picked these up yesterday at our local mall, the House of Hoops section. So yeah, let's get into it. Now, no, but hold on. Y'all ready for this? 3, 2, 1. I got the OG colorway of the Air Jordan 3s, the Fire Reds. All right, according to sneaker professionals and enthusiasts, these are the closest colorway of the OG that they have made in past decades. All right, the ones that have been releasing, the shade of the elephant print wasn't quite there, you know what I mean? So that was throwing it off, and some didn't have the Nike Air on the back, I believe. Don't quote me on that, don't take it too literal, but I'm just saying this is the closest you're gonna get. And it also have the Nike Air on the back, so iconic. Just go crazy once you see that on the back of there. The bottom is clean. I wore these bad babies several times. I think that it's time to put these up on the shelf and just stare at them for a little bit, because I don't have the money to constantly buy these things. I don't resell my shoes. I purchase them and I wear them. So the last thing I need to do is just beat these things down, and then I had to go out the way to pay resell or wait to another release, which may or may not happen and might not be as identical as the originals once again, right? But yeah, man, I paid $220 for these dang things, man. Money I did not have to spend, okay? I cannot afford these, but I was able to buy these. So I just had to get it out the way, man, because these are such a dope shoe. These are a classic. I mean, it's just like, you just don't get any better than these right here. So let's get into the sneaker that's most meaningful to me. I'm gonna sit these to the side so you guys can like see them, I think, hopefully. Picked these up from the House of Hoops yesterday. Once again, I got these for $60. I got them right here. This box is pretty fresh. I always like the designs of Kyrie boxes. The last pair of Kyries that I purchased was years ago when they released the Kyrie 5s. Fell in love with the sneaker. I had the original black and white colorway that came after the Taco colorway that he did, or collab that he did with Taco for Odd Future. So this is my second pair. And funny thing that I just mentioned, that I actually got the Kyrie 5 lows, all right? So the lows did not come out that same year as the 5s. They was like doing the low 1s and the low 2s or whatever. That's how they got it. It's weird, but yeah. So as soon as you open up the box, you get that classic Nike, you know, design with the details. Really cool, creative. They put some creativity to the sneaker in the box, and this is the sneaker right here. What colorway is this actually? This colorway is called I don't know what is like the nickname for it, but it says LT Matter Root Bright Spurs Ryson D Greta Pell. Alright. This again, I like the model. I just again wish that they made it a little more stylish in a way that you can really pull off some fits. I can see myself pulling off a lot of fits with shorts on with these things. I'm gonna try them with some pants, so you know, if you follow me on social media, stay tuned for the flicks in these. But yeah, again, the colorway is very dope. It's very clean. These colors is very unique. Have like a rosy type of theme to it, fall-y type of theme to it. Color choices is dope. You know, the material is not so great, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Kyrie model is not sneaker line is not the most premium model, like KD's or LeBron James type stuff. He tried to make his sneakers affordable to, you know, the budget-friendly consumers. If you have like some kind of like plastic-y threads coming through, kind of translucent-y, you can see through to the see through it to reveal the underlay material, which is like a synthetic fucking leather. This is not real leather whatsoever. On the medial side, you have a Nike swoosh, kind of like, you know, freaking heat pressed on or whatever. It's like a smooth cloth type of material. The back heel have some fake leather, you know, reinforcing, and then you have like a cloth type of, you know, pattern on the back. I don't it's like freaking the material that you put on rugs, you know, the cloth, that same cloth that's on rugs is on the back of this heel of the sneaker. And then the inside, you got just a regular, you know, padding and cushion. The padding is not crazy premium, it's standard from the feels of it. When you put your foot in the inside of these, they are pretty comfortable for what I remember from trying these on in the store. You have an elastic tongue, so I think that's pretty cool. If y'all can see in there, y'all got the bungee things right there, so you know that this tongue is not too loose or whatever. And then you got the bottom that have that crazy traction that Kyrie is all about and what makes this sneaker line so iconic. And you have the logo right there. If y'all don't know if y'all living under a rock, I suggest that y'all lift that boulder up and see what's going on in the outside world. Kyrie Irving, for those who don't know, also he's a point guard for the Brooklyn Nets. He's a great NBA player, or was, or I don't know what's currently going on with his status in there, but he have 2 champion rings that he won with LeBron, so he definitely solidified with his chips. You get what I'm saying? So he have 2, so he can just do whatever he want, if you ask me. Yeah, his sneaker though, he's very conscious or woke, if you want to say, or whatever you want to call him. He put a lot of his thoughts and his wokeness and his consciousness and his learning, you know, the information he learned into his sneaker, which separates his sneaker from any other basketball signature line that you may see on the market. And what I mean by that is, if you notice or purchase any of his sneakers, he always has some symbolic historic symbols, like the Egyptian pyramid hieroglyph symbols right here. You got the Ankh, and you have some other symbols that I'm not really familiar with. I had to do my education on it. And then in the inside, he also have some stuff which is pretty cool too. All right, so I think, you know, again, his shoes is not only looking good, is it have a lot of like real historic, like, you know, designs and little like stuff around the shoe that again separates from the others on the market. Another point that I do want to make that make this sneaker so meaningful to me is Kyrie Irving is also a Aries. All right, he's an Aries just like myself, so I just feel like this is our version, in my personal opinion, our version of a signature sneaker that cater specifically to us because it caters to him. So I guess you can apply that same thing to us, all right? And I enjoy that. You know, us Aries, we don't really have representation too much, you know, when it comes to basketball or whatever like that. So that being said, it's like, oh man, that's super cool that he even took the time to label like the details on the tongue tab. You see the Aries logo right there, and then it say 4/12, 2021. Like, I think that is super cool. Third point I want to make about these sneakers is just like what's going on with Kyrie right now and what the NBA is doing to him, and the untouchables or these Jewish community individuals that have power and authority in the NBA. They really messing with him, as I like to call it or say. Like, they picking at him, they trying to like diminish his self-image, and his dignity and just make an example out of him, which just sucks because it's a very rude awakening that for those who've been asleep. It's a rude awakening for those who not really as conscious and in tune with what's really going on. And slavery never went out. All right, slavery exists to this day and will continue to exist. It just takes new form. That's what make these a lot more meaningful also, because it's like I brought these to represent Kyrie Irving and shows that I support him expressing himself and trying to share information that may wake up people or give people a clear understanding of what's going on, and the NBA do not like that. Honorable mention, Nike actually cut their contract with Kyrie Irving, and his latest model sneaker, the Kyrie 9, was supposed to release later on this month, and they plan on not releasing it at all. Nike does not. Nike have showed their hand that they're not really for our culture as they make it seem that they are. They definitely have ties to the oppressors, and they do business with the oppressors and people who have authority on making an example out of people who open-minded and want to share their open-mindedness with the world. I don't like that about Nike, but then again, you know, Nike does have a threshold on the sneaker culture, so that's understandable. Till that day comes, I will slow down on supporting Nike. That's about it. Mellow Squad, thank y'all for tuning in and being patient with me. I'm a bit rough around the edges right now. I got to get back in tune with these videos and all that stuff. So if I messed up and stumbled over anything, don't knock me down for that. But yeah, y'all stay tuned for more videos down the road. Peace and love. See you again.